There is no secret to it. It's just all about taking the right steps in the right direction to get to the outcome that you want. In this video, I'm going to do a Fiverr gig review for Wes. I'm going to look at all the pieces from his title to his gig image video, to his summary, to his description, to his all about the gig, to his tones, his purpose. We're going to get into it all and help Wes generate more buyers and more income. Let's go. My name is Brian from Ridgeback Productions, and I help beginning voiceover talents, just like Wes, grow their business and generate more income, whether they're using Fiverr or UpWork or Voices.com or whatever platform you're choosing to use as a beginning voiceover freelancer. I'm here to help you. It's what I do every single day. So let's look at Wes and his gig. I will provide American male narration. So first thing we're looking at is his title. I will provide American male narration. It's short by default. Fiverr starts you off with I will. So essentially he added 4 words. I'd like to see a little bit of a longer title. And ideally, because this is a voiceover service, I want Wes to put in the word voiceover in his title. Now there are 3 ways that voiceover is typically written. It's voiceover one word, voice space over, and the last one is voice hyphen over. It's hard to predict and hard to know what buyers are going to be searching and what terms they're going to be using. So just make sure that you're using all 3 styles of voiceover because we don't know specifically what is being searched, and we want to show up no matter how they put it, whether it's voiceover one word, voiceover 2 words, or voice hyphen over. So what Wes is missing is the word voiceover. I'd like for him to put, I will provide an American male voiceover narration, or I will provide a voiceover as an American male narration, or I will provide voiceover as an American male narrator. Whatever you want to put, I would definitely make sure that you have at least the word voiceover in there. Your title is short, which is good. Fiverr always says shorter titles sell better. In my experience, it doesn't make much of a difference. And you could probably squeeze a couple more keywords, sticky keywords, into the title. Because if you're not aware, the algorithm for Fiverr searches the title, the description, and then the keyword tags at the bottom. So if your title is only 4 words long, that's fine. However, you could probably fit a couple more words in there. That's going to help you show up better in searches. All right, let's have a look at his little summary right here. So for his summary, $5 for 100 words. I like that. That's right in the range that I recommend. I tell the talents that I work with, start at $5 as a new seller. And as a new seller, you can offer anywhere between 75 to 200 words. Wes is opting for $5 for 100 words. That's great. I love it. That'll work perfectly. As a new seller, $5 is a good range to start out with. $10 is fine too. Okay, which takes us to, though, he has 2-day delivery. Now, this is a hard one for a recommendation because I don't know what all my talents can deliver within. If you can possibly deliver within 1 day, I would put it. Now, in Wes's case, his gig states up to, and it's further down in his gig, up to 400 words in 1 day. Perfect. So then put 1 day delivery. That doesn't mean you can deliver, an exponential amount of words. You get to pick whatever you want, but I would definitely put 1 day delivery because here's how it works. I'm a buyer. I go on to Fiverr to search for a voiceover. I want an awesome talent just like Wes, so I'm going to search voiceover. And if you weren't aware, Fiverr has a filter where I can filter out that I only want English-speaking voiceover talents. I only want a talent from the United States or Ireland, wherever I want. And one of the filters you might not be aware of is that a buyer can filter out 24-hour delivery. So here's how it kind of works. As a new seller, you're going to want to start off at $5. As a buyer, if I'm looking for a seller that's only around $5, I'm looking for an inexpensive talent. Chances are I'm pretty aware that they're just starting out. Maybe they have experience, but if I'm looking to pay only $5, then I'm likely also looking to have it done quickly. So I'm a buyer. I search, I go into VoiceOver, and I put in that I want a new seller from the United States that speaks English in 24-hour delivery. Wes is not going to show up. Why? Because he has 2-day delivery. You are excluding yourself from a huge search by only having 2-day delivery. Now, you might be asking, okay, Brian, what if I can't do 1-day delivery? Can you do 1-day delivery? Think about it. What if they only order 50 words? Can you turn that around in 1 day? What if they're only looking for a tag? They want to hire Wes for a tagline for a podcast. So a 12-word tag that they need for a podcast, and they want to pay Wes $5 to do it. Can he do it in a day? I don't know. I don't know how quickly you can turn work around. If you can turn around work quickly, as long as it's a short amount, then put 1-day delivery. And then in your gig, just like Wes does, you can clarify how many words for up to 1 day. You can also put it in your gig. So you're all good there. But I would definitely, that's the strongest recommendation that I make to all the talent I work with, is make it 1-day delivery if possible. All right, we're going to slide over to his gig image video. If you notice, I'm on one of his demos right now, but if I click on the first one, this is what shows up. So be aware that when a buyer is searching for you on Fiverr, your first demo, video, picture, whatever you have, is what shows up as your thumbnail. I like this. This is a nice picture of Wes. It says what he is, what he does, unlimited revisions. He's really punching that. He's billboarding it, showing that this is a highlight. It's great. However, this isn't what shows up when buyers look. They search and they see this. Now, what you can do, if you're using a video, which I highly recommend, make a video. And then when you edit your video, you can have the first 5 seconds or last 5 seconds be your gig thumbnail image. So this is his thumbnail image. He should have this be the last 5 seconds of his video. And then when you go on to Fiverr, you could edit that video and you can select what you want as your image. Pick the last 5 seconds, you're going to have that gig image. So what happens is when they search, they're going to see that thumbnail. When they click on it, it plays his video. All right, that said, let's jump into his video. I'm not a big fan of biography videos. So what's a biography video? Biography video is, hi Fiverr, my name is Brian. I'm a voiceover talent here on Fiverr, and I'm here to help you. I can do a wide range of audiobook and promotional. That is a biography video, and I'm not a huge fan of them. They were really big on Fiverr when Fiverr first started, but they don't sell much now because let's think about this. I'm a buyer. I'm searching. I click on Wes. I want to hear what he can do. And the first thing I hear is him talking about himself. This is supposed to be about me. It's supposed to be about me, the buyer. I want to hear what I came for. I want to hear what you can do delivering a script. So I'm not a huge fan of biography videos because you don't need to talk about what you can do. Just get into it. Show the buyer what you can do. Don't tell them what you can do. Just show them what you can do. Now, when I click on his different demos, his demos all have this awesome thumbnail image, and they are demos. He has a demo for a car commercial, for a hospital, and for a pizza place. I dig it. That's what a buyer comes for. They want to hear those demos. Now, with those demos, when you click on the demo and you play the demo, it kind of superimposes like a caption of what the title is for that demo. What I want you to do is make sure that the title for your demo is the genre that you're doing. So start the title with the genre and then whatever it's about. So then put commercial car dealership, because as a buyer, I want to see what the genre is. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So this is his example of commercial. If he's talking about Fredrickson cars of blah, 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 I mean, I guess I can figure it out, but is that a car commercial? Is that a promotion? Is that an e-learning for the employees? So put the genre first. His second one is about a hospital. Maybe that's e-learning. I don't know. Put e-learning, then hospital. If the last one is about pizza, is it a promotion for a pizza? I guess what I'm saying is your demo should be different genres. If you have a very general gig like this, you're trying to apply to basically everything in American male voiceover narration, and you're willing to do other forms, then have your demos be a commercial, a promotion, or an audiobook or a meditation, whatever your purposes are below. And we're going to get to his purposes in a moment. But his purposes are video narration, audiobook, and e-learning. So his 3 demos, he should have one for video narration, one for audiobook, and one for e-learning. Just my suggestion. But I do like that gig image very much. Okay, so we scroll down, and the next thing that we look at is his about the gig. This is a huge mistake that a lot of voiceover talents make on the Fiverr platform about this gig. It's in the title. It literally is about this gig. And the mistake that talents make is they make it about themselves and they talk about themselves, and Wes does that as well. Hello, my name is Wes. I'm a professional voiceover artist offering. Okay, this isn't about the gig. This is about Wes. I love it. He says great things, but I want to see that written below in the about the seller. The about this gig should be solely about the gig. So an example for about this gig would be, this gig offers you the most professional e-learning videos, corporate explainer videos, video narration, and audiobook narration. I can deliver to you within 48 hours. However, if you order up to 400 words, I guarantee I can get it to you in 24 hours. I'm quick with my responses. I offer unlimited revisions, and I am here for you. This gig is exactly what you're looking for if you're looking for energetic. You see what I'm saying? I'm giving a great description for the gig, not about Wes as a voiceover talent. And Wes is an exceptional voiceover talent. I just don't want to hear him talk about himself in the about the gig section. I want it to be about the gig. The buyer wants to hear what they're going to get, not a biography of the talent. And that's not a mistake that only Wes makes. So many talents make that mistake, and that's okay. But if you really want to sell on Fiverr, you need this about this gig section to be about the gig. The buyer wants to know, what are they going to get? They don't want to hear about who's delivering it. Not yet, they don't. There is a section for that. Now, Wes is smart. He does mention that most projects shorter than 400 words can be delivered within 24 hours. Perfect. I like that. You're letting the buyer know, hey, I can get it to you faster, but only up to this word count. And that's great. That's why I think his voiceover should be 24-hour delivery. That's fine. It's 24-hour delivery up to 400 words. Anything over that's going to take him longer, but that's okay. He can do 24-hour delivery. Make it so that a buyer is going to see you. You're going to show up in searches by putting 24-hour delivery. The rest of it is amazing. I do want to point out one little typo that is made. Not a big deal. We all make these mistakes, but it's important that you really review over your grammar, punctuation, and typos just to make sure that there's no errors. And what we see at the very end is just message me with any special requests or directions. You see that special is missing the L. No big deal. It's obvious what he meant, but if we want to come across as professional as we possibly can, we want to make sure that there's no errors in our gig. I love that he wraps it up with, I'm looking forward to working with you and your team soon. If you have any questions, please message me and I'll respond promptly. Great. What a great call to action. Call to action is leaving the buyer with something to do, telling them to do something. He's saying, message me, hit me up. We can chat. I'm going to answer questions for you. I'm going to get back to you quickly. And buyers like that. Okay, now we're going to go down to the specifics: language English, accent, great, English American, gender male, age range, adult, perfect. Okay, purpose. You can have 3 purposes. He has 3 purposes. The number 1 purpose for voiceover, and I highly recommend that all my talents put this, is video narration. It's the number 1 selling purpose on Fiverr. Make sure you have it. And yes, indeed, he does. Now, video narration is commonly misunderstood as you can edit video where you do video syncing or dubbing to somebody's lips from another language. That's not necessarily what it is. Video narration is just voiceover that is placed on top of existing video. Think in-show narration. Think documentary. think commercials. Anytime you're watching a video and you hear somebody's voice, can you hear my dog in the background? I have a Ridgeback. I have two Rhodesian Ridgebacks. That's where the company Ridgeback Productions come from. And my boy is in the back grumbling. He's my little studio dog, and he's grumbling back there. So I hope it's not too loud. Make sure you have video narration. It's basically just voiceover over any existing video. If you watch a commercial and you hear voiceover, that's video narration. Sounds like he wants to do audiobook and e-learning. Excellent. If you do, again, make sure your demos up above are demonstrating an audiobook demo and an e-learning demo. It's fine if you don't want to do that, but have your purpose saying this is what I do. Make sure you demonstrate it in your demos above. His tones, you can have 5 tones. He has 4 tones. He has authoritative, calming, corporate, gritty. Okay, I like those. Those are fine. I'm not going to nitpick those. I don't know that I would go with gritty for his purposes. Gritty might match a video narration. I don't see gritty matching audiobook or e-learning, but that's fine if you want to be gritty. You do have a spot for one more, and I highly recommend that you add conversational. Now, conversational is just the hottest, most popular tone right now in voiceover. So many buyers on Fiverr and outside platforms and voiceover agents that contact me, they want conversational. Everybody wants conversational. They don't want the radio voice that delivers just like this. They want conversational, like you're just talking, like we're just at a coffee shop shooting the breeze, whatever the case is. So make sure that you add a tone and put conversational. If you don't have conversational in your tones, see if there's one that you can pull out and add conversational. You're going to thank me for that one later. Okay, now that we get into the about the seller, this is where I want Wes to take his description that was about the gig and slide it down into this part, because when a buyer comes and they want to hear about the buyer, this is where it should be. I'm a professional voiceover artist. I've been doing it for this long. I studied this. I have a passion for this. I've wanted it, whatever you like to say, that's where it goes, is in this section, not about this gig. Now, another thing that I don't like, and I tell all my talents to change this, is he starts off with, I'm an up-and-coming, hardworking voiceover actor. I like that, but I don't like the up-and-coming. The implication of up-and-coming, or I'm new, or I'm beginning, or just starting out, or you phrase it how you want, all of those are implications that you're not qualified. So a buyer could see this and think you're not qualified to do my work. Saying that you're new, up and coming, brand new, just starting, however you want to phrase it, doesn't help you get work. There's not a buyer out there that thinks, ooh, cool, I want to get someone that's unqualified. So don't put that. It's easy to leave that part out, and instead of saying I'm an up and coming, hardworking voiceover, just say I am a hardworking voice actor. Now he has voice actor, I put voiceover. Remember in the beginning we talked about there's 3 different ways of writing voiceover. Voiceover is 1 word, voiceover is 2 words, and voiceover with a hyphen in between, voice hyphen over. These are where you put them in your title, in your descriptions, in your about the seller. Slide all 3 of those variances in your gig, and this would be an opportunity. So put I am an up-and-coming, hardworking voiceover actor. I love doing voice work, sharing my voice out. It's great. I love it. I really, really like that he said, I'm a U.S. Marine Corps combat vet, a licensed nurse, lifelong impressionist. Cool. People like that. People like to hear that you have a little bit of a past, and there is a vast majority of people that have a high amount of respect for certain professions, those being military, education, the medical field. All those things are kind of highly respected. I mean, there's a lot of professions that are highly respected. I'm not taking anything away from anybody, but if you're a Marine Corps combat vet, make sure you have that in there. I like that he has that. Okay, looking at his order details, I would like to see more order details. I would like to see upgrades, as they call it. So what he has is he charges script proofreading of $5, okay, and he's willing to split files for $5. Great. In all my gig reviews, I don't tell talent what to charge in these. You charge what you want to charge for these. I do, when I do consultations, talent asks me for recommendations. I do give recommendations, but in general, I'm not here to tell you what you should charge for your upgrades. I just want to see that you have them, and I don't see a lot for Wes. I would like to see a lot more. You can charge for commercial rights. You can charge for broadcast rights. You can charge for faster delivery. There's a lot of things, music beds. There's a lot of things you can charge if you're able to do it or willing to do it. And it just offers, it does two things. It lets the buyer know that there's more options to be had, which oftentimes buyers will click on that and you'll get upgrades just off your order, which is perfect. But second, when you talk to buyers about what they're looking for, you can pitch your services. If they ask you, do you speak native English? You can say, yes, I do. And in fact, if you're not comfortable with your script, I do offer script proofreading for only an additional $5. I'll be happy to look it over for native English. It gives you a platform to upsell, as they say it, to upsell your services with things you offer. So when clients need something and you're able to do it, if you already have it as an upgrade, it just looks more professional than saying, yeah, I can do that, but you're not offering it. And then it becomes a price debate of how much do you charge and all that stuff. So I would definitely have more upgrades on this one. Okay, now we look at the FAQ. He has 4 FAQs. I believe as a new seller, you start off, you can have 10. I'd like to see 10. I would like to see all of the voiceover talents, all my voiceover talents have 10 FAQs. And it's easy to fill out. He has, do you do timed audio synced? Okay, so any questions that you get asked by buyers, make it an FAQ if you have space for it. How long does it take to deliver? How quickly can you deliver? Do you speak native English? How long have you been a voiceover talent? What equipment do you have? Do you like positive reviews? I don't know, whatever you want to put. Make sure you have 5 FAQs filled out. Fiverr likes when you fill every section out and they reward you for that. The more you fill out, the more you use Fiverr, the more they reward you and put you higher in searches. And the last thing we're going to look at is his related tags. He has 5 related tags. I like it. He has video, mail, narrator, e-learning, American. So what I want to remind you about is the algorithm for Fiverr searches titles, then the description, and then the tags. Your tags, your description, your titles should all have different words. If your description, and oftentimes the description will have words that were also in your title, it can't be helped. But you don't want your tags to have anything that is already in the description or the title because they're already there. Use this valuable space for words that haven't been used yet. Throw out one of the voiceover of the 3 voiceovers you haven't used yet, put it as a tag. Come up with stuff that you're willing to do. Commercial, promotional work. All right. So you want your tags to be something that's not in your description or in your title. So for your tags, I think I'd have to check. I think you can have 3 words up to 20 characters. So you could take, if you were using video and mail, which I know they're already used in his title and description, but just for simplicity, you could combine video and mail, put video space mail. Now you've used those 2 words and combine them into one keyword. You have a free tag that is available. You might even be able to fit video mail narrator into one. Now you've used 3, kicked it into one tag. Now you have 2 more spots that fill up. Ideally, cram as much information into these tags as you possibly can for the space. I think it's 3 words, 20 characters for each tag. Use it. Combine them. If you have e-learning, put e-learning American. All of a sudden, you're squeezing 2 into one keyword tag, and you have an available space. You want to maximize as much as you possibly can. All right, I just did a Fiverr gig review for Wes and his I Will Provide American Male Narration gig. Overall, I like it. Key takeaways, though, I would love to see the word voiceover placed in his title. Title is by far the number 1 area for search in the algorithm for Fiverr. It is title, description, tags. You want the word voiceover, which is what we are selling on Fiverr, to be in your title, and make it as simple as I will provide an American male voiceover narration. Just put the word voiceover into the title. Now, I also see that his gig image/video is starting with a picture that doesn't necessarily show his gig image. I like the gig image for his demos, the American Male Voiceover Unlimited Revisions, the one that's on the screen right now. So what you could do is add that the last 5 seconds of your video, choose that to be the thumbnail for the video, presso bango. Another big thing for his video is he has a video bio. I'm not a big fan of video bios. My recommendation is for it to be a reel of demos of different genres you do. Have it be every 10 seconds, be a different genre for the entire video. Now, if you can find clips of work you've already done, great. If not, just use this gig image and just have it be over it. It doesn't matter. But I like your first one to be a demo reel of different genres that you do, because that's the first thing that the buyer hears. And you want the buyer to hear all the different variety of what you can offer them. All right, we also looked at his About This Gig, and we're going to take a huge section of About This Gig, and we're going to slide it down to where it should be, which is About This Seller, and we're going to fill out the About This Gig and make it long and robust with keywords that are nice and sticky for the Fiverr algorithm. And if you're looking for an American male narrator, you cannot go wrong with Wes. I've heard a lot of his work, and I am a huge fan of his voice. This guy is really, really talented, and I guarantee he's going to get you exactly what you're looking for. If you're interested in hiring him, have a look in the video description below, and I will have a link to this very gig right here. Are you interested in me having a look at your Fiverr gig or UpWork gig to have a look to see what we can maybe do, some small changes we can make to help you grow your business and generate some more income? I would be happy to do that for you. You can reach out to me. There is a link to order it. It is right below in the description. It is Ridgeback Productions /review me. I'll get back to you real quickly. We could talk about the process of how this works, just like I did for Wes. I want to thank you for joining me today and want to ask you, do you have a bio vid as your first demo in your gig? If you do, you might want to consider changing it, because buyers want to hear what you have to offer them. They don't necessarily want to hear about you. Give them what they came for, which is a demo reel of all the excellent work that you can offer them. Thank you for joining me today. Until next time.